بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم. So shall we continue from where we left off yesterday? So this is أما بعد فهذا مختصر مضبوط في النحو جمعت فيه مهمات النحو على ترتيب الكافية. So moving forward, this is a short, this is a مضبوط, this is a precise treatise in the science of Nahw, regarding the science of Nahw, within which I have gathered the important rules of Nahw based on the book of Kafiyah, based on the structure and the tartib of Kafiyah. Now the next two words he has here is mubawwaban wa mufassala. Mubawwaban wa mufassala. Now this waw and this sad can be read in two ways. I'll explain that shortly. Mubawwaban, before I go into this one, if you've ever read a large document, or you heard about a large document, you've probably heard, for example, you have, I'm not exactly sure, but this roughly, for example, you have article. You have a whole thing. You have article 1, then you have section, then you have paragraph, section 2, paragraph 4. So when we have large documents, to make it easy to navigate around, you have divisions. So in Arabic books, you have certain divisions. The newer books when you read are slightly different. But the older books, they have three main headings. Like, so we have article, we have section, we have paragraph, and we probably have point number as well, I don't know. But in Arabic, the main heading they have is kitab. Under kitab they have bab, and under bab they have fasl. So for example, let's say you're doing quduri. So for example, each main heading you have Kitab al-Salah, Kitab al-Tahara, Kitab al-Hajj, Kitab al-Zakah. And then under that, under Kitab, you have a bab, subheading. Bab al-Wudu, Bab al-Tayammum, Bab al-Ma, etc. And then under bab, you have a fasl. For example, under Bab al-Wudu, you have faslun fi nawaqid al-Wudu. So a heading. So those who are familiar with Microsoft Word and all those kind of documentations, you have heading numbers, heading. So the highest heading is 1, then 2, then 3. So that's called bab and fasl. So to translate it literally, it wouldn't really make sense. You can say here divisions and sections, basically, if you want. Divisions, sections, but it's more of to understand the concept. Now, the first word here, mubawwaban, is made from the word bab. It literally means door. It says section, chapter. And mufassal is made from the word fasl, which means a lower level then. So bab is a higher section, higher level, and fasl is a lower level. Because you have kitab, bab, and fasl. So, and to make a bab, meaning to make a section, you take the word into bab taf'il. So bab is a section, a chapter, and to make a bab, you say, so there's a bab in the book, al-bab al-awwal, the first chapter, al-bab al-thani, the second chapter. And then if you say the musannif made two babs, you say bawwaba, he made a bab. Fassala, he made a fasl. So he says here, mubawwaban wa mufassala. So this is the hal. These two words are the hal. What does hal mean? In grammar, the state of the action. So for example, ja'a zaydun rakiban. Rakiban shows the state of ja'a. So jama'tu, I compiled and I gathered. In what state? Mubawwaban wa mufassala. Divided into chapters and divided into sections. Meaning what? I compiled this treatise while it's dividing it into chapters and sections. Because obviously Kafiyah, if you look at Kafiyah, it doesn't have any sections or any divisions. It is like it starts at the beginning and it goes all the way through to non-stop text. So he says that I then mubawwaban mufassala. This is ismul maf'ul, meaning divided into chapters and into sections. You can also say here mubawwiban wa if you go back here, the previous slide, we have here mubawwaban or mubawwiban. So if it's mubawwaban, that's ismul maf'ul. Darib, the one who is hitting. Madrubun, the one who is hit. Munazzil, the one who sends down. Allah is munazzilul Qur'an, the one who sends down the Qur'an. And the Qur'an is munazzal, ismul maf'ul, sent down. So you can say here mubawwaban, meaning, and then when you have a hal, you have to clarify. Because the hal can be of the fa'il or the maf'ul. Ja'a Zayd, ra'aytu Zaydan rakiban. Now this rakiban can be the hal, Zayd came, Ja'a Zaydun rakiban. Ya ra'aytu زيدا راكبا. رأيت is a فعل فاعل, زيد مفعول به. Okay, so let me give you an example here. So رأيت زيدا راكبا. So راكبا is a hal, correct? You put here underneath this is a hal, correct? But the hal of what? Who was riding? Was Zayd riding when I saw him? Or was I riding when I saw Zayd? It's two possibilities. Okay? When you have a more detailed paragraph or context, you can tell. So now when you have here mubawwiban or mubawwaban, this is a hal, mubawwab and mufassal. But what is it the hal of? So if it's mubawwaban wa mufassala, meaning divided, it's maf'ul. This becomes the hal of the book. Fihi, of the zamir here, fihi. I compiled within this treatise the important rules of Nahw in such a way that the treatise was mubawwab and mufassal. It was divided into sections and chapters. And also way of saying it is mubawwib with a ism al-fa'il, meaning it's a hal of the jama'atu. Okay, so if it's mubawwib and mufassil, then it's the hal of the jama'atu, the ana, the I, the two. And if it's mubawwab or mufassal, it's the hal of the fihi, meaning I compiled in the treatise in the state that it was divided. And if it's mubawwib, I was dividing it into chapters and sections. So mubawwiban wa mufassala. So this is a brief treatise within which I compile the important rules of Nahw on the structure of Kafiyah. You can say mubawwiban wa mufassila was dividing it into sections and chapters, and mubawwaban wa mufassala it was divided into sections and chapters. This is understanding the text. It's nothing to do with Nahw. So it's not too important, but it's good to get it into your mind. Okay, so that's the first point we done here, mubawwiban mufassala. Then he says here, بعبارة واضحة مع إيراد الأمثلة في جميع مسائلها. Okay, B means with, ibara is like text, the wording. So he's saying here, بعبارة, and واضح, clear. So I gathered all the important rules of Nahw with a clear text, بعبارة واضحة, with clear text, meaning my text wasn't confusing. This is his claim. Okay, the people might differ on this, might claim to differ that this is not clear. But anyways, he's saying that I try to make it clear. Ma'a means here with, you say along with. أورد يورد إيرادا is made from the word warada yaridu wurudan. From warada yaridu wurudan. It's made from warada yaridu wurudan. Now, literally, it here means warada means to come to water. To come to water. For example, there's a shepherd, or a camels. So when they obviously in the desert, so you have to come to an oasis or a pond or something to drink water. So when the camels come, they do wurud to the water. And then awrada is to bring somebody to the water. That's original meaning. And then it also means just to bring somebody. So for example, it comes in the story of Musa, فَلَمَّا وَرَدَ مَاءَ مَدْيَنَ, when Musa came to the water of Madyan. And it comes regarding Fir'aun, فَأَوْرَدَهُمُ النَّارِ, he brought them into the fire. He caused them to go into the fire. And it also means here, and also from there the modern word istawrada, to bab istif'al means to seek. Istaghfara, to seek forgiveness. So istawrada, to seek, to bring, meaning import. You seek to bring it in. So istirad, to import. Anyway, that's a bit off track. But I'rad means to bring, and here we translate as presenting. So with clear text, along with presenting, what's the mudaf ilayh of the I'rad? Amthila. Amthila is a plural of mithal. Mithal means examples. So ma'a iradil amthila, along with presenting examples. Where presenting examples? Fi jami'i masailiha, in all of its rulings. Okay, in all of its rules. Okay, in all of its rules. So let's go back again. Let's go again from the beginning. So أما بعد, moving forward. هذا مختصر مضبوط. This is a precise treatise in the science of Nahw. فيه, within which I have collected or gathered the important rules of Nahw on the structure of Kafiya, divided into sections and chapters and sections with clear wordings, with clear text or clear wording, along with presenting examples في جميع مسائلها, in all of its rules. So wherever there's any rule, there will be an example. Yes, so far so good, inshallah. Now moving on, he says here, من غير تعرض للأدلة والعلل لئلا يشوش ذهن المبتدئ عن فهم المسائل. تعرض يتعرض تعرضا from باب تفاعل. So تعرض is the masdar. تعرض means here to delve, meaning to dig deep into something. Okay, al-adilla is a plural of dalil. So you have dalilun, and the plural of dalilun is adilla, evidence. Ilal is reason, that's a plural of illatun. You have here illatun. So dalilun, plural adillatun. Illatun, plural ilalun. So, and this is both mudaf ilayh of ta'arrud. So ghayr is mudaf, and this is mudaf ilayh. And then adilla and ilal is a mudaf ilayh of ta'arrud. So without delving into evidences and reasons, meaning, why is fa'il marfu? Prove it. Why is it marfu? So there's two things. One is evidence. Can you give me evidence that fa'il is marfu? So you see, I have to bring loads and loads of poetry so to show that the Arabs use the fa'il as marfu. So I'm not going to discuss that. And the ilal, okay, we know it's marfu, but what's the reason? Why the maf'ul mansub? Why not make the maf'ul majroor? Why is this like this? He said, I'm not going to delve into this. Okay? لئلا. So لئلا is harfun jar. So لئلا is what? La is really lam is harfun jar, for. Then you have the an masdariya or an mawsun harfiyun, you can call it an. And then you have the la. This is the fa'il mudari, negative la. Like la yadrib, he does not. La af'al, I do not do. So li'an la, when you write it together with idgham, it becomes li'alla. So li'an la becomes li'alla, written like this. Okay? Right? Okay, moving on. Let me erase this now. Okay? Then we have here لئلا يشوش. شوش يشوش تشويش. Tashwish means clutter, distract somebody's mind. Okay? So شوش يشوش تشويش, to distract. Okay? And what's the file of the يشوش? The mukhtasar. This is the file is mukhtasar. So من غير تعرض للأدلة والعلل, without delving into evidences and reasons, so the mukhtasar, so the treatise does not distract. You can say clutter is a better word, but here because of the whole context, the word distract is better. ذهن is mind, the plural of ذهن is adhan, the mind. And mubtadi'i is ibtada'a yabtadi'u ibtida'an, to commence, the beginner. So لئلا يشوش ذهن المبتدئ. So so I have not mentioned these evidences and reasons, so the treatise does not distract the mind of the mubtadi'i, of the beginner. Distract him from what? And fahmil masail. Because if you're so obsessed with the evidences and the reasons, you might actually forget the main ruling itself. So we're going to focus, this is his claim, that we're going to focus on purely the rules in this book. So the mubtadi, the beginner, this is a beginner book. So the mubtadi, the beginner, he's not distracted from the bigger goal, which is fahmil masail, understanding the rulings. Okay? So let's go back over that again. So amma ba'd, going forward, هذا مختصر مضبوط. This is a precise treatise في النحو, in the rules of Nahw, in the science of Nahw, within which jama'tu within which jama'tu, I have gathered muhimmat النحو, the important rules of Nahw, ala tartib al-kafiya, on the structure and the order of the book Al-Kafiyah. Mubawwaban, Mufassala, divided into sections and chapters with clear text. Ma'a, along with Irad al-Amthila, along with presenting examples fi jami'i masailiha, in all of its rulings. من غير تعرض للأدلة والعلل, without delving into evidences والعلل, reasons. Why not delve into reasons? لئلا, so this mukhtasar, this treatise, does not distract the mind of the beginner, does not distract the mind of the beginner from understanding the rulings. Okay, and in the end he says, what's the name of the book? The name of the book is Hidayatun Nahw. Why? وَسَمَّيْتُهُ. The word samma, yusammi, ismun, masmuka, what is your name? So ismun means name. You take this to bab taf'il, it becomes what? To name somebody. So ismun is, wismun is the original meaning. And then it becomes ismun. That's the rules of sarf you study later on. And you take this to bab taf'il, it becomes samma. Samma, it's really like sarrafa. So sammaya becomes samma. You do that in sarf. And sammaytuhu, I name it. This refers to the treatise again. And I name the mukhtasar, I name the treatise. Now the word samma, you have to look in the dictionaries here. See here, ba. Don't ever, please, for Allah's sake, don't ever translate this as with. When you have verbs, you have to understand how you translate a verb. And I always give an example. I don't know, I hope you're familiar with Urdu to understand this example. If I have the word, for example, qala. Qala means to say. In English, you have the word say. And in Urdu, for example, you have the word kehna or kaha. Okay? Kaha. Now, each of these has its own unique usage. For example, if I said, I said to you in Arabic, I would say, qala, he said to you. Qala laka. In English, I said to you. And in Urdu, you say, मैंने उससे कहा. Now if you translate, let's go to English. La means for. So if you translate, قال لك, he said for you, you get laughed at. That what, said for you? Because the word la is an Arabic structure. The word qala in Arabic is used with la. You don't translate the la literally meaning for. You have to understand qala laka as a phrase, and in English this phrase is equals to I said to you. And if you change this to Arabic, you said qala ilayka, because ila means to. So qala ilayka, he said to you. You get laughed at in Arabic. Again, same. If you do in Urdu, you said uski taraf kaha, yeah, ustak kaha. Then it's all nonsense. So a lot of times students, they don't understand that this is not a literal harful jar. This is a specific harfun jar which has idiomatic usages to the verb. It has a special way. You don't translate it literally. Understand the entire translation and apply it. So سَمَّيْتُهُ bi. Don't translate as bi. The Arabs use the word samma with two maf'uls. You say for example, it comes in the Quran, وَإِنِّي سَمَّيْتُهَا مَرْيَمْ. I named her Maryam. And you can also say سَمَّيْتُهَا. You can't read the Quran like this. But for example, if you have your own sentence, you say سَمَّيْتُ ibni bi Abdullah. So if you have a son, you want to call him Abdullah, you say Sammaytu ibni Abdullah or Sammaytu ibni bi Abdullah. Two ways of using it. The person who you are calling is a maf'ul awwal. The thing that is being called is either maf'ul thani or it comes majroor with ba. Sammaytul walada Zaydan. Sammaytul walada bi Zaydin. The first one is more famous, but both are correct. So Sammaytuhu bi Hidayatin Nahwi. I named it Hidayatun Nahw. I called it Hidayatun Nahw. رجاء أن يهدي الله تعالى به الطالبين. رجاء is a مضاف and أن يهدي الله تعالى به الطالبين is مضاف إليه. The whole sentence becomes مضاف إليه. And رجاء is a مفعول له. What's مفعول له? مفعول له is that verb, is that noun which shows the reason the action took place. For example, يدعون قمت له إجلالا. For example, قام الناس للعالم إجلالا. So the people stood up for the scholar. إجلالا is to show reverence. Qamal. We always give mentions the reverence of the teacher. Let's do reverence of the father. Qamal Abu. Qamal Awladu. Because parents deserve more. Qamal Awladu lil Abi wal Ummi Ijlala. The children stood up for the mother and father. Why? What was the reason they stood up? Ijlalan, to show reverence. So you've done this already in Nahw. So this is here, this Rajaa is maf'ulun. Rajaa is what here? Maf'ulun lahu. All of this, mudaf ilayh. So I have named this treatise Hidayatun Nahw in hope. With hope. Or in hope, Yahdi Allah, Hada Yahdi is to guide. That Allah Ta'ala, this is Jumla Mu'tarida. That Allah, i.e. the exalted, this is Allah Ta'ala. That Allah Ta'ala is really a verb itself. Ta'ala, ya Ta'ala, Ta'aliyan. And that Jumla is called Jumlatun Mu'tarida. In hope that Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala guides talibin, students, or the seekers. Allah guides the seekers, bihi, with it, or via it. سميته بهداية النحو. And I call it Hidayatun Nahw in hope that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will guide the seekers with it. Okay. Now there's one more rule I want to explain here before we conclude. Well, before we conclude today's session, is we have something called إعراب حكائي. Hikā'i literally means to quote. Okay. Now, what does this mean? The book, what's the name of this book? Hidayatun Nahwi, not Hidayatin Nahwi. So when you're quoting a name, or when you're quoting a textbook, you can do it two ways. You can let the word change according to the grammar. For example, I can say, same example. Sammaytuhu, I called him, I named him. Now you can say him, you can say Sammaytuhu Khalidan. You made Khalidan mansoob. Because why you made it mansoob? Because maf'ul bihi thani of Sammaytu. But you can also say Sammaytuhu Khalidun. Or say Khalid. And do a waqf on it. Or say Khalidun. Why? When you name him, his name is not Khalidan, is it? His name is Khalid ya Khalidun. Like, or the book is what? Hidayatun Nahw with a dhamma. So you can read it a Hidayatun Nahw with a dhamma and say, I'm not allowing the text. I'm doing I'rab, I'm quoting the name. This is a quotation. So this is not influenced by I'rab. So when you have a name of a book or a person or a text, what you can do, option one, is to allow it to change its I'rab due to the sentence. For example, وَسَمَّيْتُهُ بِهِدَايَةٍ نَحْوِ. And you also go option of saying, no, I'm going to quote the exact quotation. This is quotations. وَسَمَّيْتُهُ بِهِدَايَةٌ نَحْوِ. I say, no, I am not saying Hidayatu is majroor. I'm saying that the Hidayatun Nahw is quotation. I'm quoting the exact name of the book. As Hidayatun Nahw with the dhamma. That's called I'rab Hikā'i. You can do this. Okay, so we stop here today, inshallah. There's a few more things we continue, inshallah. In the next lesson, inshallah. Subhanallah, bihamdi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika, wa nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, wa nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.